So I thought I'll make a quick video just explaining the biggest health hack. And in reality, it's the biggest health hack, to be honest. So why am I walking? That's exactly what I'm going to be talking about today. So during 2020, I set myself out on a mission to lose weight, right? I did a bit of research and I started walking. Now I actually started walking about 5 kilometers a day just so I could be in my thoughts with gratitude and just think of things I'm grateful for and be in the nature, because we were all locked indoors and I couldn't stand it. I mean, literally this was the first week in, to be honest. I'm not someone who can bend into rules pretty quickly or say, be told what to do, which can be a problem, but it can also be a massive benefit. So I started doing these walks every day. And it was actually because I was watching someone called Being Alfie Valentine, and he was mentioning how much it helped him, his thoughts, his stress, just process life, be out in nature, get away from the city. I know he's from London, you see. So I thought, I'm gonna do this. And I started doing it. And then I heard him talk about how he does 10 kilometers. I'm like, I do 5. I'm doing something wrong, obviously. So I upped it to 10 kilometers a day. And at this point, what I thought, okay, I need to do 10 kilometers a day, because if I want to be successful, if I want to have the right thoughts and think, I'm going to be like him. So I started doing that. That's simple as it is. I set myself a challenge. I'm going to do this every day, 10 kilometers a day, no matter what, no matter the weather, no matter what, for a year solid. Smashed it. So the reason I started it was because I wanted to clear my mind, have clarity, get away from the box. And you need to think of it this way. So before I talk about the health side, I want to talk why it's a life hack in general. You need to think of it this way. We are all in the city or suburbs. There's so much going on, to cars driving up and down all the time, to being stuck to our phone, to being glued to the phone. There's too much going on. You have to think of it this way. You're not getting what you want because there's too little anything. You're being over-censored. Your sensories are being overloaded. It's not that you can't hear anything. It's that you're hearing too much. You have to start focusing on one thing and start using leverage and priorities. Very, very simple as that. So what you'll do and what you'll notice on walks is you go into a bit of a flow state where it's like a mythical thing. You go in this state where it's literally like a workflow, and it's just your mind, it's processing all that information that it needs to catch up on. And it allows you to be with your thoughts, process your emotions, and take the right action this way. So that's the number one reason you need to do it. If you feel, say, mentally clumped, if you feel in the head just being stressed, you're going to notice these walks really help with that. Now, the main reason I walk mostly now, I'd say the main, that's supposed to be the main, but realistically the main's the main. 10 kilometers of walking, you're going to be in low heart rate zone. What does that mean? You're just burning fat. Other than, just drop my glove here. Other than doing just HIIT and just burning a bunch of calories, you need to also burn the fat, or I do. And the only way to do that is doing slow, steady state cardio. 10 kilometers of that, 2 hours a day of that, you burn the fat, you burn the weight off. And that's one of the biggest things that's helped me lose weight. So if you're feeling mentally drained and unfocused and feel like your thoughts and everything in your mind scattered and it's causing confusion, you need to start walking more. Get out in nature, be with yourself, process your emotions, your thoughts. And what you'll notice as well, if you're trying to lose weight or lose fat anyway, you're going to lose a ton of fat because you're in that slow, steady state, low heart rate zone. Walking is one of those things that's been around since we've been around, and it's not done enough in the UK or in the world at all, probably. Definitely in the Western world. Look, if you can't go out and you have to work and you haven't got time, you can buy a walk pad for like 100 quid. It's the most underrated hack. I promise you, if you start implementing it, and say to my future self or my children, if there's any point where you're feeling confused, you're looking big in weight, start walking. At least 5 kilometers a day or 10,000 steps, but really 10 kilometers a day.